Hello friends and welcome into Chicago Bears Now. I am Tom Downey. Today's video, some breaking news around the Chicago Bears and their coaching staff. After a search, they finally have their new offensive coordinator, Bill Lazor. That is pronounced Lazor. I know it's spelled Z-O-R. It's pronounced, though, like Lazor. He replaces Mark Helfrich as the new Bears offensive coordinator, a role he has experience doing in the NFL. This is the former Bengals and Miami Dolphins offensive coordinator, which, if we're being quite honest, isn't really the best resume to have for an offensive coordinator. He spent 2019 out of the NFL. He was, and I'm not kidding here, a volunteer assistant, basically, for the Penn State Nittany Lions, which is not maybe the best resume building thing. At least on the potential bright side here, he's the OC, but he's probably not going to call the plays. That should be Matt Nagy. It is not exactly a big name for the Chicago Bears. They wanted Pat Shurmur, and they missed out. So are you disappointed in the Bears' hire of Bill Lazor? Type Y for yes and for no in the comment section. This OC role carries less importance than, an actual play-calling offensive coordinator role. But, yeah, I am kind of disappointed. This was not a big-name hire from the Bears. And his resume really isn't all that impressive, especially from his time as a play caller. He began his career, I should say, in the NFL as an assistant for the Redskins, 2004 to 2005. Then became the quarterback's coach for 2 years under Joe Gibbs. Then went over to the Seattle Seahawks. He was the Seahawks quarterback coach for 2 years, 1 year under Mike Holmgren, the other under Jim Moore. He then made the jump to the college ranks after the Moore staff tenure in Seattle was a disaster. To Virginia, he was the offensive coordinator and the quarterback's coach, a dual role for the Cavaliers. He then made the jump back to the NFL. He was the Eagles quarterback coach in 2013. No overlap, though, by the way, with Matt Nagy. Lazor was in, Nagy was not. Kind of funny how that worked out there. Then became the Dolphins offensive coordinator for 2 years under Joe Philbin. Was replaced, funny enough, that 2016 season by Zach Taylor, who later replaced Bill Lazor as the play caller in Cincinnati. He was the Bengals quarterback's coach in 2016, and for like 2 or 3 games in 2017 before Ken Zampese was fired, and Lazor took over as the Bengals OC, and then, as you mentioned, sat out the 2019 NFL season. This video is also available on our Bears channel as well. Just head over to chatsports.com/Bears. By the way, if you watched it over there, it would actually be ad-free. So join us over there at chatsports.com/Bears all off-season long for exclusive Bears videos. It's our Bears-only channel. We'll talk rumors, news, free agency, draft, everything around the Chicago Bears. That link one more time for you, chatsports.com/Bears. All right, let's take a look here at what Lazor did as the play caller for the Bengals and the Dolphins. This resume, not great. The yards per play, so it kind of equalizes out. If you have fewer plays, you're going to look better. More plays, worse. You guys get it. 24th in 2018 with the Bengals, 27th in 2017 with the Bengals, then the Dolphins in 2015-14, 17th and 16th. Now, those teams were not the most talented, don't get me wrong there, but that's not great. There's a reason why the Bears wanted to hire Pat Shurmur. He was clearly their number one target. That's been widely reported, and it kind of seemed like he was going to end up in Chicago until the Denver Broncos had a sudden opening at their position. They fired Rich Scangarello, their former offensive coordinator, quickly hired Pat Shurmur to fill that role, and it forced the Bears to move on from Pat Shurmur to a backup plan candidate. We were hoping maybe Mike Kafka could be a fit for Chicago. That, of course, does not go down. Instead, Bill Lazor comes in. He's the new offensive coordinator for the Bears. So grade the hire. Where does this check in? A, B, C, D, or F? I don't think it's an F. At least he has experience in the NFL as an OC. But it kind of feels a little bit underwhelming. I'm going to give it more of a C, C minus, somewhere in that range. This doesn't really move the needle for me for an offense that clearly has to get better play out of its quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky. You guys let me know what you think in the comments section.